Ashanti just shut down New Orleans, and the images she shared after the fact are allegedly confirming what everyone who was in that building already knew from the moment she walked onto that stage. Treehouse NOLA, the ultimate festival weekend finale. New Orleans, Louisiana, a city that allegedly has the highest bar on the planet when it comes to live music, live energy, and the specific kind of performance that earns its place in the conversation about what a great show actually feels like. New Orleans does not give standing ovations to people who are just doing their jobs. It allegedly gives them to people who come in understanding that the city itself is a performer and that the only way to share a stage with New Orleans is to match it. Ashanti reportedly matched it, and then allegedly surpassed it. Word on the street is that she absolutely stole the show, and that phrase is not being used casually here. This is allegedly the ultimate festival weekend finale, which means every other act that performed across that festival run was already setting a benchmark. The finale slot is reportedly the most demanding booking because you are not just performing, you are closing. You are the last thing the audience carries with them when they leave. You are the final argument for why they came and why they will come back. Ashanti allegedly understood the weight of that slot and delivered accordingly. The images she shared afterward are reportedly doing something specific that fans are picking up on immediately. She did not just post the performance photos and leave. She came back with more. She shared more images of the night, more moments from the stage, more pieces of what that New Orleans evening looked like from inside it. And fans believe that additional sharing is allegedly a tell about how the night felt for her personally. When a performance is just a job, the post-show content is a checkbox. When a performance is allegedly something that moves through you and stays, you keep going back to the images because you are still inside the feeling of it. The internet is spiraling over the New Orleans set because Ashanti's live performance chapter in 2026 has allegedly been one of the most impressive victory laps any R&B artist has managed in recent memory. The Cayman Islands, the BET adjacency, the NBA Finals Celebrity Row presence, the summer stages, and now the ultimate festival weekend finale in New Orleans, each appearance allegedly building on the one before it and adding another layer to the picture of a woman who is not coasting on catalog nostalgia, but who is allegedly showing up to every stage with something to prove and the receipts to back it up. Let's talk about the Treehouse NOLA context specifically, because venue matters when you are telling a performance story. Treehouse NOLA is allegedly one of those spaces that carries a reputation among people who take live music seriously, a venue that has hosted the kind of shows that get talked about in the specific way that New Orleans music culture talks about shows worth remembering. Being on that stage for a festival finale is not a casual booking. It is allegedly a statement of trust from the people who put the lineup together, a belief that the artist can carry the weight of closing out an entire weekend of music for an audience that has been building toward this moment across multiple days. The New Orleans crowd is also allegedly worth acknowledging as its own entity in the story, because a New Orleans audience for a festival finale is reportedly one of the most prepared, most engaged, most emotionally invested audiences an artist can perform for. They have been there. They have seen multiple shows. They are not casual ticket holders who stumbled into the finale by accident. They are allegedly the people who came specifically for this and who showed up ready to be moved. Ashanti reportedly moved them. The phrase "stole the show" is allegedly being used here in the most literal possible sense, because when you are the finale act there is theoretically nothing left to steal. You are already at the top of the bill. What fans are allegedly describing when they use that phrase is the experience of watching someone take a slot that already carries maximum weight and still somehow exceed the expectation. That is reportedly what happened in New Orleans. The expectation for the finale was high. Ashanti allegedly walked out and made it higher, and then she delivered something that reportedly required the people who were there to sit with it afterward before they could fully articulate what they had just watched. The Baby KK era, the marriage, the Nelly chapter, the full personal life that has allegedly been unfolding publicly and beautifully over the last year. All of that is reportedly the foundation under every live show Ashanti has delivered in 2026. Because fans believe that when an artist is living in alignment with who they actually are, that truth reaches through the speakers and through the stage and lands in the crowd in a way that is allegedly impossible to manufacture and impossible to ignore. She is allegedly happy. She is reportedly loved. And allegedly, That love and that happiness are showing up every time she opens her mouth on a stage. New Orleans is not a city that forgets a great show quickly. The culture there is allegedly too deep and too specific about what counts as worthy of the conversation. Ashanti reportedly walked into one of the most demanding performance environments in the country for the finale slot of an entire festival weekend and left the kind of impression that the city will allegedly still be talking about when the next festival season rolls around. She stole the show in New Orleans. She shared the images. And allegedly, everyone who is not there is reportedly looking at those photos and feeling exactly the way you feel when you miss something you cannot get back. What do you think? Is Ashanti's 2026 live performance run the most impressive chapter of her entire career? And do you wish you had been in that building in New Orleans? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe because we are here for every single stage she steps onto.